What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. Now, look, there's been some talk about Dawn Staley and these USC players, South Carolina Gamecock players that were recently cut and are out of the league. Destinee, Henderson, and Brea, Beal. Them being cut from their respective squads right before the season started has had some people talking like SC players aren't prepared for the draft. And I think some comments that were made and that have been made too about rookies being cut is coming back to them not being prepared by the college coaches. And I think that's a completely unfair take to have towards Dawn Staley. And I think two prime examples that we're seeing right now that debunk that theory are the debuts of Aliyah Boston and Zia Cooke. Now look, Aliyah Boston, first pick of the draft going to the Indiana Fever, obviously came in with expectations being the #1 pick. One of the most decorated college players ever. In her first professional game, she scored 15 points and grabbed 9 boards. She also scored 15 points against a stacked New York Liberty squad in her second game. Boston came in physical. She's already playing physical just like she did in college. Showing nice touch around the cup. Showing soft hands. She's so fundamentally sound with her back to the basket. Footwork is superb. She's just so good at positioning herself on the block, getting that edge, getting that leverage on the defender, and then punishing them in the paint. She's scoring with either hand. She's active on the boards. She's running in transition. Like, it's a small sample size, but Aliyah Boston looks like the real freaking deal right now. She's looking like she's living up to the hype of being the #1 pick. She's looking like she's going to be a franchise cornerstone for the Fever for years to come. I mean, it's just impressive. She's just, the understanding and the basketball IQ and the understanding of the game is impressive. Then on the other side, you got Zia Cooke with the Los Angeles Sparks. She is my dark horse to win Rookie of the Year. She is carving out her role in one of the most balanced scoring offenses in the league early on. The Sparks have an established veteran core that's talented, but Cooke has a low maintenance game that fits right in. There are no wasted movements when she gets the rock. She gets it, makes her move, gets to her spot, and scores it. Love that she's so dedicated to the mid-range game. That continues to be a lost art, man, and people that master that space on the court stay in the games long time. They stay in the league a long time, and they make a lot of money. I love that she's constantly moving off ball. She's coming off screen. She's cutting to the basket. Cooke keeps her matchup busy. She does not need the ball to score or to be effective and impact the game. Love what I'm seeing on her end. She just looks comfortable out there scoring the basketball and honestly not taking a lot of shots, making her looks count. Both players, you can tell, were coached well. The physicality of the pro game hasn't bothered them at all. They have acclimated to the speed of the game early on as well. That's a benefit, in my opinion, of having a coach who had a Hall of Fame pro career and gets you prepared and runs her practices and her schematics like a pro team. They obviously aren't the only players from SC shining in the league. We know, and that's not what I'm saying. That's not the point of this video. The point I'm making is that these ladies are the latest example of how pro-ready SC players are when they get to the league. They will be as long as Dawn Staley is churning them out. As long as Coach Staley's at SC churning them out, I think we're going to continue to see players from that school continue to produce like they have over the years. But to say that they're not pro-ready just because of 2 players, like a lot of first-round picks, a lot of rookies got cut in general. That's more so in the league for the need of expansion or a G League, something to where they can offer more spots to all this talent that's overflowing and currently not in the league right now. I mean, it's a disgrace. But to come at Coach Dawn Staley and say that she's not getting these ladies pro-ready, I think is absurd. So, and I'm going to leave it there. that's a wrap for us. But y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the situation and what y'all think is going on with the league and what you guys think a good solution would be. I'd love to hear from y'all, man. For the latest and the greatest, though, make sure to subscribe for all the latest. This has been Live with Brandon Blakeney. I am your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, and we out.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.